The Dynasty.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we are live. Hey everybody, hey world, what's good? It's your boy LG and I'm back with another video. I'm happy to see y'all again, and today's gonna be a good one. And yeah. I hope y'all ready to talk about it, because we are going to talk about it. You guys see the title. We are talking about dealing with bad games and toxic streamers, or toxic players, really, not streamers. But it's gonna be a good one. I think today's gonna be a good day. I think it's gonna be a really good conversation to have. And you know, I know this is something that may not be teachable for some, but this is something that would definitely maybe get you to open your eyes to see how you are as a player, and things that you need to, you know, watch out for not only for other people but within yourself. You feel me? And it's very important that you do that. You know what I'm saying? It's very important that you take a look at yourself and you look at how things are gonna go for you. You know what I'm saying? So today we're gonna be popping into, we might do several games today, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go for my comfort game right now, which is Killer Instinct. You know, because that definitely does work. And it goes, I might pop onto some Tekken today. I don't know. I don't know. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and get into it, and we're gonna go ahead and do it. So, you know, for those that's just wondering, you know, what to do, I know some of y'all, it sucks. And you know, if you guys can take the time, answer the poll. That's, guys, if you guys coming in live, take the time, answer the poll. I got a couple of questions for y'all, like, you know, what do you do? First question is, you know, we're gonna be talking about you know, the first part, bad games. You know, we all have them, and you know, just want to talk about how we can deal with it, you know. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about dealing with the first thing we're going to talk about is dealing with bad games, and it's something that I definitely feel that needs to be talked about, because it's very important. You know, most of fighting games really comes down to the mentality. You feel me? Most fighting games come down to it. That's what a lot of it comes down to. And you know, and that's something that's important to learn how to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and we're gonna switch everything up over here. Hop into the game right now. Alright, I'm gonna pop into this real quick. Like, everything's good. Quick button check. Buttons look good. Alright. So, you know, we all have it, like I mentioned before, and I think I've mentioned this also at the beginning of this series, is that there are certain truths that need to be understood when you're stepping into fighting games. You feel me? And I've mentioned this before, that fighting games are really the hardest ones to get into, because what it does, it's not necessarily just the execution that makes it hard, it's the mental, right? And that's the part that really gets people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the part that really, a lot of people, especially new people, players coming in, they don't understand that it's a mental, the mental game behind fighting games. And you know, it's tough to explain, but I'm gonna do my best to explain it like this, because like, you know, having bad games, it sucks, because it's like you go in here, you do practice mode, for example, you here practicing combos, setups, or whatever, what have you. You're doing all of this, and you know, you okay, I can get a combo, I can do this, you know, I can do these things now, and then you take it online, and then you don't perform. You feel me? Like you don't perform, or you know, you're dropping combos, or you know, you're that combo that you're, in this case, your combos are getting easily broken. In the case of this game, you're certain things are, you know, you feel like you're getting exposed. Every game is like, dang, you okay, one game is cool, you know, one game, all right, you know, one game, all right, yeah, okay. Second game, you know, you feel like you should have won it, okay, then you get a little discouraged because you're like, I should have won that game, but you know, I didn't win it. Third game, okay, you get completely outclassed, and it's like, bro, like, what am I even practicing for? You know, and I want to let you know that the feelings that you feel are natural. You feel me? Like, the feeling that you feel is once again, I'm gonna say it again, it's natural. It's natural for you to have those feelings that, okay, well, maybe I'm, you know, not good enough at this, maybe I'm missing something, or you know, what am I practicing for? You know what I'm saying? It's, the frustration is natural, it's gonna set in, because it's, when you're dealing with this, when you're dealing with self-improvement, that's one of the things that comes with the territory. You understand? So when dealing with bad games, right, and I've asked this before, actually. Let me pull up my Twitter here. Nothing to do with what I was asking. All right. So I think I pulled it up on my, let me go to my profile, and I think I asked the question, right? And you know what? Let me just quit bullshitting. Okay. Roll a bit. Roll a bit. Roll a bit. Fucking. Okay, here we go. And here we go. We got, where we at? All right, I asked this question, and I said, fighting / competitive gamers, I got a question for you. What do you do when you have a bad performance day? Multiple / consecutive losses, sweaty, toxic players, etc. Right? Yiffy, I don't know why I did. Okay. And we're just gonna go over a couple of answers here. The beautiful thing is there's really no right or wrong. Well, there's no wrong answer. I'm gonna put it like that. There's no wrong answer. There's a lot of right answers, no wrong answers. Roll into a different genre or different fighting game. If those aren't the vibes, then maybe take a small snack break, finding a friend to pester during the downtime. Taser, always subconsciously analyzing the plays and outcomes. If I lost a fight, thinking about where I could have done better in the reading the play, or just plain execution I failed. I look at every game as a lesson to improve, to take it with you. That's a really good one. Get off, relax for a bit. Cold water and move on to the next game. Forget it happened. You know, that's a good one. All right. Crimson, it's a mess. Losing his computer, accused of cheating, of course. Toxic players, just stop playing with them. You know, and then I like this. Sadly, now stuff is all online against people that their mama wouldn't won't up and slap. Yeah, that's true. Whenever I have a bad day, I just stop playing and do something else, such as play another game or go outside. I usually try to stay disconnected as possible. When the tilt creeps in, I just unplug so I won't have the rest of my day ruined. And that's true. That's true. Tilt is a thing, right? And you know, at some point, we you know, it's been talked about before with other, games. Like I know it's talked about with League of Legends. Tilt has been talked about with League a lot because it happens, right? It happens. It really does. And it's one thing you got to realize, that it's a natural occurrence, right? And I keep stressing this because it's something that needs to be understood, right? You don't need to feel bad because you're tilted. You don't need to feel bad because you get a little salty. Okay, it happens to everybody at some point. Okay, some people it happens more than others, right? It happens more to others, to some people. But once you realize it happens, and start realizing that, hey, this is why am I having these bad games? You know, like Taser mentioned, you know, analyzing your play. And this is the part that a lot of people don't do, is they don't take the time to look at, you know, themselves when they play or analyze their own play. You know, I'm guilty of this too. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Sometimes I just play the game and I move on. You know, it's easy to just move on, forget it happened, and just, you know, pack it up and go for the next day. You feel me? But when you don't take the time to analyze what you did wrong, you're not gonna grow. You feel me? And I'm talking to myself once again on this because, like I said, I sometimes fall into that trap often of not looking at my gameplays, not sitting down and looking at replays, you know, not watching other people, you know. And I know a lot of people, you know, they don't want to watch other people because they don't want to get caught into the, you know, I don't want to be like everybody else trap and that stuff. And I you know, I can fucks with that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I can fucks with that, you know. I can get that, you know. But I definitely say it's time to, like, you know, this is what separates the good players from the great ones. It's taking time to understand where you know, where you can do better, you know. And sometimes it is good to, you know, take a step away from the game, you know. I will say this, you know, after, sometimes you do have to sit there and take it, you know. Sometimes you do have to sit there and face it. And that's the thing, like I've mentioned before about fighting games, that a lot of people, it turns a lot of people off, but it needs to happen, is that sometimes you're going to come across those type of games, and how you handle those, you feel me, how you handle those games is very important. You feel me? How you handle these types of problems, those types of situations is really important on how you improve, especially if you want to improve. Now, if you want to be just casual, that's fine, right? But if you want to improve at any level, even if it's just small improvements, you're going to have to take those steps to get there. You feel me? Finding out what you did wrong, you know, going into the lab and, you know, maybe, you know, for example, learning that throwing a fireball at close range will not help you. You feel me? What's going on, Dre? I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing well. Alright, so we're, you know, maybe throwing a fireball here isn't gonna work, or, you know, maybe doing, you know, that heavy at close range isn't gonna work. You know, maybe the setup you're doing may not be the best choice, but that's something that you have to figure out for yourself. You understand? And until you do, all right, until you do, you're going to keep running into the same problem, right? Until you take the time to sit and analyze your gameplay a little bit, figure out what's going on, you're going to have problems, right? You're going to keep running into the same problem. You understand? And that is the key, right? The key is we want to improve. The key is we want to improve. That's the key. All right, and I want to do what I can to help you guys improve a bit. All right, and the reason why I separated dealing with toxic players and bad games is you need to know the difference between the two, and we'll get into that part a little bit later, right? So once again, understanding when you're having bad games, realizing what the problem is, right? And for those, especially if you play ranked, you got to realize that when you're playing ranked, most of the time, most matchmaking is going to put you on the same skill level and a little bit higher, right? So if you do really well, you're going to go against higher level competition, right? And how you do there, that's what determines what. But like I said, that depends on the game and the matchmaking and all of that. But that's generally what happens, right? So once again, you're having these bad games. Understand that, okay, figure out, okay, this is what, start analyzing yourself, okay? Say, hey, look, what am I, is it me? What am I doing? You know, sometimes you do got to take a step back because that tilt creeps in. You feel me? The tilt creeps in. I feel it. It's, you know, it sucks losing games that you feel like you could have won. Right? It sucks. I know that feeling. I understand completely that, you know, oh, well, I should have won that game, and, you know, I had this much health left. You know, or this person made a crazy comeback. I don't even know how they, you know, I could have won this game, but then they end up taking over. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get salty. It's easy to get tilted. It's easy to, you know, want to say, hey, I'm giving up. I'm hanging up the game, right? Which is fine. Sometimes you need to do that. But when you sit back, if you want to improve in any form, we're going with the intent to improve here, right? If you want to improve, you got to take the time to figure it out, especially in today's age where we have information damn near at our fingertips, right? You have communities that are dedicated to the competitive scene. You have, you know, places that will give you tips, you know what I'm saying, that will give you information, and it's up to you how to digest it. You feel me? So when you have these things at your tooltips, take advantage of it. Take advantage. It's not like how fighting games was back in the day, or any competitive games were back in the day. You had to have special knowledge or special connections to get, you know, frame data or to understand what's going on. It's right in the game now, or it's in the communities. You have people that are taking time to teach about the game, and that's where you take the time to learn and take advantage of that. You feel me? So that way, when you do have the information, you can learn. You understand? Does that make sense? That's what we're about. We're about improvement over here. And you know, last but not least, if you are having a bad game, just know when to, you know, like they say, there's a saying, there's a song lyric that goes, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You know? And sometimes you just have to take the time to know when to say, okay, look, right now I ain't feeling it. Sometimes it's good to step away. Sometimes it's good to put a limit, you know, on yourself. You know, something like, for example, for League of Legends games, I normally play 2 games a day. Anytime I get on, 2 games a day, or 2 games a session, right? I put that limit on myself I sometimes go over, sometimes under, it depends. But I put that limit on myself because I don't want to get salty like that. You feel me? And sometimes when I get salty, I'm like, I ain't listening to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't listening to all that, you know? But that's really where, like I said, it's up to you as a player to figure out what works for you, right? That's what we're about here in the dojo. It's just improvement and figuring out what you need to do as a player to improve. No matter what level you are, no matter what level, if you are casual or pro player, doesn't matter, right? That is the key. If you want to improve, you got to take the time to analyze. You know, do it in bite-sized chunks if you need to. You know, maybe, you know, a bit at a time. You know, maybe a couple of replays, and look at those replays. Maybe over like 2 replays over and over again. Maybe take one win that you did, one loss. You never know, right? So that's one of the things that I recommend for you guys. You know, like I said, there's no real one-way right answer per se. There's a whole lot of ways you can go about the situation. Some good, some not so much, but it's how you handle it. What up, H? How you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Good to see you. And but yeah, like I said, that's the key, right? That's the key. This is what we're starting here with. We're starting here with some KI in the dojo, and I wanted to talk about that, right? So, like I said, you know, even if you don't know the character, like if you're not familiar with the character, you keep dropping combos. Maybe, you know, take the time to figure out what you're doing. You know. Feel me? But yeah, man, I'm gonna get another poll set up here. I just wanted to talk about that real quick, you know. All right, let's. All right, I'm gonna ask y'all. I got another poll for y'all. This one's a good poll right here. This is a poll specifically for y'all. We're gonna talk about toxic players. Now we're gonna talk about toxicity. Oh boy. And I got a poll for y'all, for those that are watching this live. How do you deal with toxic players? How do you deal with them? Right? And we're gonna define what toxicity is, because here's the thing, right? Toxicity is very subjective, right? And this is the part that I need to make sure everybody understands, is that toxicity is very subjective, right? It's super subjective, right? Because what you may consider toxic, I don't, and vice versa, right? And once you play, for those of y'all that's played fighting games long enough to know, y'all know when people are doing certain things, right? You know when people are doing things to make you feel a certain type of way, and you can kind of get into it more, right? And some people, because for example, some people think, oh well, I'm gonna put this character in the corner. Oh well, this character won't let me get up. This character keeps doing the same move over and over. Well, that's toxic. you know, this dude keeps spamming fireballs. That's toxic. Oh, you know, this character won't let me, you know, the player won't let me get out the corner. You know, that's toxic. You know, oh, you know, this is toxic. You know, and really, I hate to say it, but a lot of what people consider toxic is really isn't toxic. You know what I'm saying? Things like people repeating the same move over and over is not toxicity. You know, people exploiting your weakness is not toxicity, and a lot of people are falling into that and saying, oh well, this person's being toxic, and they do this, I've noticed, to make themselves feel better. You feel me? And they do this to make themselves, you know, to alleviate themselves from having the responsibility of, you know, dealing with the bad game, as we mentioned before, like dealing with their weaknesses or dealing with being called out. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all just need to understand that. Like, yeah, it sucks that you're getting caught in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it sucks that you're getting caught in mix-ups. You feel me? Riptor doing a creep, right? Exactly. What's up, y'all? Only a casual to say that was toxic. Not being casual, I'm not using no, you're good. And a lot of people, that's what I'm saying, a lot of people don't understand what is considered toxic, and this is why I said it's subjective, because me personally, now don't get me wrong, I'm gonna talk shit about it, right? But here's the thing, like I mentioned, if I've mentioned this before, right? If I can get away with doing the least amount of work possible, right, I'm gonna do it, especially in fighting games, right? So if I know that I can do this and then this, right, I know, okay, I know I can get away with doing this, right? You're not blocking low, then I'm gonna do it. You feel me? That's the part that a lot of people do not get. And I have to debunk this toxicity thing, because some people, especially like a lot of casual, you know, lower level players, they do not want to acknowledge this fact. They want to sit up here and say, oh, this is toxic. He's throwing fireballs all the time. He's doing the same move over and over. Ladies and gentlemen, he's toxic. No. Gonna get my gamer headset. What up, Hummus? How you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you. Right? Some people call using a certain deck of character advantage a toxic. Some people only consider, who talk a lot of shit, yes, skill is exactly right. So this is why and this, like I said, most of this is my personal opinion, but I am gonna say this: people using playing the meta is not toxic. People using the same move is not toxic. People using you know, doing certain setups is not toxic. Okay, it might seem unfair or it might seem busted, but it's not toxic, right? And the reason why people know how they've learned how to do this, because they know, okay, well, let me see what I can get away with. And I mentioned this earlier, if I can get away with this, I'm going to do it. If I can exploit your weaknesses, I'm going to do it, right? Exactly. If it works for you, then do it, right? Teho, how you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. I say that all the time. People don't really acknowledge their weaknesses in games, so they're called it toxic or bad manners. Yeah, and it's a tough call. I get it. You know, I'm gonna level with you, right? I'll level with y'all. Okay, I have my moments. Okay, y'all see me play this game. Y'all know I've had moments, okay, where I feel that way. Okay, we all feel that way at some point. Let's call a spade a spade. We're all gonna feel it. Okay. I'm not knocking the feeling. I have to make that clear. I'm not saying you can't feel that way. But I'm just saying don't dwell on it and trying to say, oh well, and do like the most of these people do and say, oh well, I'm gonna go on Twitter and say, oh, this is bad manners, when I've clearly got my ass beat. Yeah, actually, I haven't played in a while, but yeah, I play Tekken a little bit. I'm actually, you know what? I might actually pop on Tekken after this. I might pop on a little bit of Tekken, you know, after we go through a little bit of this. How about that? Right? And this is the problem that a lot of people talk about. Now, me personally, what I define as toxic is people that literally go in here, start taunting, right? Okay, you start taunting and then you start doing all of this extra shit, right? Steam. You got it for Steam? Nice. Congrats. Secrets. Yeah, I got it on Steam. Thank you. All right, don't you have me added on Steam already? If not, I'll fix that. Here's the thing: you don't have to like a part of the game, but complaining does nothing. Yeah, learn how to counter it. Yeah, no, and like I said, I feel you. I understand that you get frustrated, right? And it's cool. We talk shit. I don't mind getting slid. Oh Lord, you probably might slide me because I suck. I ain't played in a minute. Matter of fact, I'll pop on. I'm actually gonna pop on Tekken after we do this little segment. I wanted to play a few games. Right? So it's a part of the game, right? Whether you like it or not. Yes. Taunting includes taunting is a part of the game. Right? Bro, I'm telling you, it's just practice, you know. Exactly. Everybody talks ish on the internet. Okay. Hey, appreciate you, 13. I know you doing your thing, man. Appreciate you stopping by. I just want y'all to understand that it's not toxic. It's in the game. Learn how to use it. Right now, I will say, when people start doing the extra mile, like, you know, messaging you after the game and saying some off the wall random shit, I get it. Right? I understand when people start talking shit to you outside the game, or they message you after the game and they say some off the wall shit like, okay, well, hey, oh, you suck, or this, that, and the third, or, you know, yeah, I get it. Some people say some extra colorful shit. Let's put it like that. They'll say some colorful things. All right, some things might get a little dicey. I get it. Right? Handle your business. There are people out there that get mad over the slightest bit, right? But you have to realize that the shit is in the game. And I know that might make somebody upset. I don't care. Okay? Because in order for you to improve, the key thing is we want you to get better. No matter what skill level you are, the key thing is, here in the dojo, we want you to get better. Right? There are some people that is a part of their plan. Hominus, you got, and Hominus, you're right. That is some people's MO, right? Low tier God is definitely one of those people that come to mind, that will sit up here and talk shit. That is his whole persona online. Okay, I talk shit about that man because he's shitty. Sorry. Okay, some people enjoy it. Some people enjoy paying somebody to make them rage. That is a you problem. All right, that's me. I'm not paying somebody to play them and, you know, for them to get mad at me when I beat them. Sorry, I'm not doing it. Okay, and then for me to, you know, stop the set because they're mad that they're getting their ass beat. Come on now. Right? I don't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I don't. And you know, people like that I can't fuck with. That's just me. He, like, you know, like I said, I'm not gonna deny that he is meme tier. He don't, well, he can't go to locals no more because he gets exposed almost every time, for one. But you know, everybody talks shit at some point on the internet, right? And it's up to you how to handle it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a couple of sets here, and then we're gonna switch to Tekken. So Tejo, stay right there. We're gonna play a quick set of Tekken in just a bit. All right. So that's something that we need to understand. So toxicity is a thing, or aggressive players. Let's just put it like that. Aggressive players are a thing. All right, and that's something we got to deal with, and that's facts. So either we get good or we, you know, get steamrolled. That's it. It's a fact. That goes for everybody. Doing some work on other friends? Bet. All right. Oh yeah, we can definitely do that. Yeah, we can do that too, actually. Hit the button. Let's go. Off me. Off me. You jump way too much. Off me. Stupid. I knew he was gonna do that. Hello? Why do I get? Oh, I hate when that. Hold up. Get off me. Hold up. Get off me. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take that. Yeah, I know, man. 2013, man. And this game still holds up. Run away! Yes, sir. Yep, this crazy, man. This game came out 2013, and I've been having fun with it, man. I'm glad, bro. But yeah, man, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad matchups. I you know, like I said, I gotta work on. I haven't like really played this game a lot to the point where I remember how to break things, and that's my fault, you know. But yeah, like I said, y'all let me know how y'all feeling. When it drops, I'm not sure. I would like to. It does look interesting. I will say that. All right, how's the stream looking for y'all? See, I hate when people do that. They stand still. Okay, there you go. There we go. Go. Nope, get back in the corner. Bought me a full PC. Hey, congrats. Oh, that new Street Fighter's looking crazy good. I was kind of nervous at first, but I'm actually kind of interested now. Yo, why are y'all okay, see, this is the part that I don't like. Right? If you're gonna play online, don't stand still. If you're gonna play online and you stand still, you deserve whatever you get, bro. Like, I hate that. Like, please don't do that. Giving people free win shit. Forever Renegade. You bought your full PC? Nice, congrats, man. Oh wait, same person, right? Did you? That's weird. Didn't you just change? Did you just change your name? Troy? I'm gonna do one more. MP mode though. I don't even play them. I just do what I've been doing, is just create my own teams and then, you know, kind of mess with the rosters and sliders and go from there. That's all I do when it comes down to 2K. That's all I do. Because I can't, I refuse. Alright. You pick Hario. Alright, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. This one's 2 out of 3. Oh boy, we got this dude doing this stuff. I would literally wait. I fucked up. Stupid. Hold up. Ah, come on. I fucked up. Oh, new label purposes? Nice. Okay, that's what's up. Ah, shit. I wasn't paying attention. That's my fault. Hold on, y'all. Nope, not today, Satan. That's fine. Right. You know exactly all the combo routes. Yes, she's got gun knees. Alright. Did I block that? I hope I did. Yeah, I did. Hello? Oh, okay. I know what happened. I know what happened. Yeah, this dude is trash. I don't like it. Got him. I hate the autocorrect, man. Okay. Okay. All right, come on. What? Ah, come on. Huh? I fucked up. I dislike the almost comical lack of, yeah, I feel it. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, all right. I guess I'm gonna have to dip into the toxicity. Like, what are you doing to? This looks so flighty. She's like very flighty. Well, she.
The world cannot rely on you.
that's what she does. Her thing is flight. That's part of what she does. Like, this matchup is like, I wouldn't say the matchup is stupid, but she's stupid, kind of. She's one of the newer characters they came up with. Alright, chill out. It's fucking annoying. Of course, yeah. No? Oh god. Mids. Heavies. Nope. Miss. Give me that. That's mine. What up, Hunted? How you doing? Nope. Come here. Of course. Yeah. Thank you. Come here. Back in this corner. Nope. Come here. That's fine with me. That's fine. I'll take it. Doink. Doink. Give me my skulls back. Thank you. 100. How are you, my good man? Nope. Cut that out. Woo. I do not like this matchup. I don't. Alright, let's go. Supreme victory. Alright, let me keep that same energy for this one. Keep that same energy for this one. Watch. Alright, we gotta keep it. We got 1-1. We got one more to win. Nope. Aye. Híjole. Nope. Stay in that corner. Nope. Let's go. Nope. I already had a move. Oh, they hit. Okay, I didn't know it hit. That's what I get. Okay. Heavies. It's my fault. He missed. I hate that. Heavies. I mean mids. I thought it was heavies. Get off. He stood there. He stood there. That's fine. Nope. Uh-oh, here we go. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go. We in there like swimwear. That was good. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That was good. All right. That was good. You know, I ain't gonna lie. That match was kind of annoying. You miss it 100. Okay, the round that they won, they did a double ultra on me. I just repaid the favor. That's all I did. I legit repaid the favor. That's it. Am I lying, y'all? Am I lying? They did it to me first. I just repaid the favor. That's it. Oh yeah, I ain't forgot, bro. We told you we gonna work. Telling y'all, I'm not playing. We ain't playing today. All right, y'all. We gonna switch games. We gonna switch over to Tekken for just a little bit. Run a quick little set here with the homie Tejo. Tejo, where you at, bro? Where is my Tekken at? Where is my Tekken? There we go. I have not played. 100. I'm out, man. Look, I'm telling you. All right, you right here. All right, you still on whatchamacallit too? Back into the dojo. So you better work, dagnabbit. All right, here we go. I thought you was already in my server, bro. The hell? All right, y'all. Thought you was already in my server, bro. I will invite you now. Hajimata. Alright. Where is... There it goes. Name is different on... invite people. Alright, here we go. Cause I pressed my okay. You don't be afraid that you can be active in the server too. You know, just that's all I ask people. I know I gotta purge my server list too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Conra is woof. I'm not even gonna lie to you, H. Conra is a bit of a Tekken 2 back in the day. Man, hey, I'm telling you, better. You know what? Tekken is dense though. I will say this: Tekken is indeed dense. So you do got to be careful with that. Tejo, are you in there? Let me know if you're in there. Okay, you in there. All right, bet. Cool. Put this down here. I look like a locked character in the video game. All right, there you go. Mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, let me mute the server. I mean the video.
Alrighty. There you go.
What fucking characters I got? All right.
I got two.
I had to, cause I got all the DLC on my PS5, but I don't have it on here.
PC.
So.
Yep. Pretty much. I'm in the reverse. How old is Tekken? Oh, how old? When did Tekken 7 come out?
Shit, I actually have no fucking clue, bro. You got me. I know we was playing it like back when you were here, so it's been out for a hot minute, bro.
Well, you're talking about Tekken Tag. You're talking Tekken Tag.
Was that Tekken Tag that we were playing?
We were playing Tekken Tag. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Then yeah, I definitely don't fucking know.
It's been a minute. Yeah, Tekken 7 is like I want to say like about at least 2015. I think.
I'm looking it up right now.
No, it's not that old. I'm tripping.
2015.
Okay, I was right. Yeah. So, yeah, 2015 is when the first season released. All right, and you already have me on Steam, right?
Yeah, I got you on Steam. We can. Right. I'll make a.
I got the. Oh, you gonna make
you got the lobby?
Yeah, I was about to make it right. I'm making it right now.
But
yeah. So how do you deal with toxic players, bro? That is
toxic players.
Yeah.
It depends on the game, honestly. So I play like a lot of toxic ass games. Like no cap. I play Magic, I play League, I play fucking Tekken. So I mean every game I play is toxic and shit. It really just depends on the game.
Right. There you go.
Um so for for fighting games, honestly, bro, like I won't lie, I get like pretty salty, but that's just because like you know me, man. Like I try to improve myself whenever I play the game.
Yeah.
So it's more like I'm a bit more harder on myself than I am about my opponent.
Yeah.
But when I see like somebody doing some extra like goofy shit, I just kind of like I gotta take it to the next level just because I can't like go out like that.
I feel
But
that.
with League, like League is a team game, so like half the time I just
Welcome
beat
to the
everybody
King of Iron
just because
Yeah.
I
Fist
don't
Tournament
have time
7.
for that shit. Like I got
Jack
like one
7.
game in me, and I'm not trying to deal with y'all nonsense, bro.
Right. No, I feel that. I feel that. See, and I think it kind of goes into what I was saying before. Like it's a difference between dealing with
Shit, I don't
team
know
based
who I
games.
got.
It's a difference between dealing with team based games and then solo. And like I said, the reason why it's harder to deal with fighting games because you can't blame nobody else. Like with League, you can sit here. I could say, oh well, I'm a jungler, so well I could say we lost the game because our ADC fed. Our ADC is 1 in 16. You feel me? So that kind of caused that problem. You know, they snowballed on us because they played through that, or I got this happened to me, so or I can blame everything else. But like with fighting games, you don't have that luxury. You know,
Like
it's
that's like the reason why I picked up Magic so well is like especially like having dealt with like a team game for so long because
Round
like
1.
pretty much I played nothing but team games for like
Fight.
maybe like 10, 15 years, right? So
yeah,
like moving into like fighting games and shit like Magic, it's like I don't gotta worry about nobody else fucking up. It's just me.
yeah, yeah. That's
And
true.
like people don't really like understand like how like fucking extreme that shit is. Like when you don't have to worry about like another player fucking the game up for you, bro. Like
Yeah,
the
that's
level of toxic kind of goes away, especially if you're used to like the toxicity that comes with team games. Like I think we can both agree like the toxicity that comes with like a team game is like on a completely different level than what you would get
yeah,
in like say like Tekken.
yeah,
Cause like with Tekken, like the worst thing that you got to
Round
deal with
2.
is like someone just being like mad
Fight.
BM if like they like already won a round and you're like, all right, cool, that was like you had like a good ass round, and then they out here just like fucking hit you after the round is over, and you're like, bro, like
all
I
right,
already
yeah, yeah.
conceded,
Like, bro, all right, bro.
like you already had it, and now you just being extra just because you know you feeling yourself, and it's like, damn, bro, like we was having a good ass game, and now I can't even like give you props. Now I just gotta call you a bitch.
Facts. That's
You know
facts.
what I mean? Like it's like they like people will legitimately like ruin like a good thing, and it's like, and it fucking sucks, bro.
Yeah, no, I get it, and that's the thing. Like, that's why I try to tell people to focus more on yourself, especially when it comes to fighting games, because you don't have that luxury of saying, hey, I can't, and it is easier. I do agree that it's easier. It's one less thing to deal with because it's like unless you're playing with a full stack of 5 people in League, for example, chances are you're gonna run into somebody that doesn't really care about the game, and I really hate people like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like if you're gonna play ranked, especially if you're gonna play ranked, right? Please don't play ranked and talk about, well, I don't care about my rank.
Oh man,
You know what I'm saying?
Those kind of people. I forgot what fucking rank or tier you're at. Cause like we did pick up the game like what, 2 years ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago, I got stuck back and I drifted down to Iron. That was. I'm in Iron 1. I'm trying to get out. Trying to get out.
Bro, I wish you would have told me. I would have like helped you get out. Like you down there with my boy Vaughn. My boy Vaughn is going through it too, but you just had a baby, so I mean you can't really like get out of there because you know you're doing the dad thing now. So,
Oh yeah. Friend of mine wants to challenge you. I mean, do you have this on PC? You have this on Steam, Dre?
Oh shit, I'm not paying attention. You are catching me with these heavies, bro. I told you this Jack was nasty, bro. Like you, you
I
over
haven't
here
played in so
talking
long.
mad shit. And you
I
know
am
how
not
to
talking
play
shit.
mad shit. Yeah.
I am
You was
serious.
catching
Like,
me with, you were catching me with the illest combos, and I'm just like, all right.
right? I'm just like, yeah. You give me too much credit right now because I'm like, nope, mine. Oh, I forgot about that move. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I forgot. Ooh, I forgot about this dude. I'm not
Oh
even
my
gonna.
god. It's that leg sweep for me, bro.
That was a
Oh
good one.
man. That was a good one. Hold on, let me switch controllers real quick because I
All right.
keep forgetting that this old 360 controller
You
doesn't
use
register some. Nah, so I still have my old 360 controller that I had from like fucking like 10 years ago,
yeah.
and it doesn't register inputs like it should. So give me just a
Yikes.
second.
Take your time. Yeah, I'm still on Fight Stick. I got me a Xbox One Fight Stick for Renegade. Not a friend of mine. Not me. A friend of mine. Yeah. Do they have Steam? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they have Steam, yeah, they can add me and we'll play for a little bit. But yeah, like now I agree though. Like I mean, the toxicity level between like team-based games and single like fighting games, 1v1s, it's definitely different, and that's definitely something that you don't have to worry about as much as when you're playing fighting games. And that's one of the things I talk about. Like I think I talked about it earlier, is that you don't like you have to drop that excuse. Like it's not at this point when you're picking up say Tekken for example, you can't sit up here and blame everything else but yourself. You can't be LTG. Oh well, the lag. Oh well, the character. This character's busted. Like it, you have to know like okay, understand that. Hey, look, okay, maybe if that character is busted, how can you deal with that with the character that you have? You get what I'm saying? And you want to take the ability the not ability the ooh, what's the word? I can't think of the word. You want to take the responsibility for yourself, and I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people hate fighting games, because it forces them to take responsibility. It does. It does. Totally does. But I'm gonna end the poll right here so that way I can see. Have your but yeah, have your friend add me on Steam. They have Steam. If they have it on PC, add me and then I can
Just saying, I gotta find a USB-C cord. I forgot my fucking puppy keeps chewing these bitches up, man.
ooh, that sucks. What kind of puppy you got?
I got a terrier,
Ooh.
so she just be chilling. She cute as fuck though.
You know what's been crazy? Like on a random unrelated note, I've been looking at like live feedings
Live
videos.
leaks?
Live
What
feedings,
the fuck?
yes, yeah, like
Of what?
of like rabbits getting fed to like crocodiles, gators.
My G, what's going on with you?
Like no, like because they gotta eat, bro. Like it's.
Nah, I feel that, but
I
like,
was just
why
like,
is
no, I
that
was just
something?
interested. Like I'm just like, yo, like what is? I was like, what are they like? Cause like they people he keep these people as pets, and I'm like, so what do they do? Like how do they keep the Cause I was like I'm looking at bunnies and I'm just happen to look and I'm like, so like when it comes to hunting, cause like this is part of nature, like the real life hunting stuff situation. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I feel that, but
I'm
that's
like, wow, like it's like legit crazy. And then
that's
it's right up there with the
far from me.
people cleaning cows' hoofs and stuff like that. You know,
Right.
I was just
Yeah.
like, yo, that's weird. Like I promise you, I saw one video on my timeline about a cow that had like a cyst in her hoof, and like it was to the point where there was like liquid coming out of the shit, and then they had to clean off the hoof and everything. I'm like, I saw one video and my whole feed just went, here you go, you like that, don't you? Here's more, and I'm like, bro, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning when I saw that video, bro. I was just looking at random stuff. But yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know that gators eat rabbits like that.
Welcome to the King of
Yeah,
Iron.
this is so
I knew they eat rats, but I didn't know they eat gators.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some money.
I mean, they eat rabbits. Excuse me.
Damn. I keep doing this shit. I don't know who the fuck I.
What did you do? Did you hit random?
Nah, it's just like I was trying to find somebody. Like you know how like online only gives you like what so much time to pick somebody. So
Yeah. Gotta go in with a plan, though. Gotta go in with a plan.
nah, I just been picking.
You, Brian.
Bro, I don't know. It's alright. You're going to ask me because I don't know none of his combos.
You.
Look at you.
You.
You're crying already, and like the fight hasn't even started. Nasty
Round
ass
one.
Jack 7.
I'm not that. I ain't even done nothing yet.
Ooh. My body. You're hurting me. My boy would be so mad. I would be fucking up his mind right now because he actually was kind of nasty with him. Ooh, what are you doing?
I've seen somebody hit it. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen somebody hit it once, and I thought about it. I was like, okay, never mind. It ain't gonna work.
Nah, I think you gotta launch me before you try to go for some shit like that.
Sorry.
Oh,
Leave my legs alone.
That's crazy. I did not realize Snake Edge was that fucking round. Bro, my homeboy was like making that shit sound like it was hard.
It's easy. No, it's an easy thing. It's one of the go-to moves, but you gotta be careful. Because if I see it coming, I can.
Yeah,
I mean, do it. Go ahead, do it. I know you want to do it. Go ahead, do it. Do it.
No.
Do it.
No.
Just be glad the stage ain't got no balls.
I mean, that's like every stage. Oh, get off me.
Hiya. I gotta do my grabs more. Back up. I didn't want to do that. I did it. I ducked. Almost. I almost got hit by that. I hate that move. I really do. I ain't gonna lie. I hate that move on Brian. Because a lot of players will make it to where they can do that move. Hit trade. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh!
Don't do it. Whatever you're doing, don't do it. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Oh, get off me. Oh,
Actually, that
get
time.
off me. That's crazy.
Okay. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Now that's how you sweep. I would stop.
Oh, shit.
If your friend's Forever Renegade, if your friend is wanting to play, let me know. We'll play a bit.
Get ready for the next battle.
But yeah, man.
Oh, I should have hit no.
Oh, you was switching characters? Yeah, that's right. That's one of the things that they added. Yeah, I agree with you though. Like dealing with toxicity and I don't know if you heard what I was saying earlier, but dealing with a team player, like dealing with teams is definitely a different form of toxicity. And I think especially when people come from team games, I think most people come over here from playing like team-based games now.
Round one.
And I think they have to get like used to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's definitely like a different ballgame in terms of like getting used to like certain like levels of play. Cause like I know for a fact that like when I started like playing like Tekken more, I was like, oh shit, like I don't gotta worry about somebody fucking this up for me. Oh, the launch, bro.
At that hit trade, I was not expecting that hit trade to go down. That's my fault. I was not expecting that hit trade. I totally was not expecting that hit trade.
I could tell you didn't like punish that shit at all. I was like, oh damn, that's a crazy fucking match. Like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, yeah. That was a crazy lag.
That was for a bit.
Doink.
Oh, I forgot you can. Oh, that's new. I forgot.
Kick on.
It's well, it puts you in a new counter state. Guard the feet. Alright, touche.
I need to figure out how he does that shit, bro. Like, he gets me with that shit all the time.
Back
Whoa.
up.
That's
Stay
not
back.
even-
Stay back. Back. I told you to stay. I told you to stay back.
Round 3.
I mean, there's not shit I can do. I have to get up.
I know. That's the point. Jack said stay away. No. Big arm say stay away. Back away. Back away.
They can say whatever they want to say.
I said stay away from me.
Oh, there you go. See, that's how you do it.
Round
That's how it works.
4. Fight.
You gotta get the launch first. If you don't get the launch, you can't go for it. Oh, what the fuck? That's crazy. I don't even know how I did that. Ooh, he got me. Oh, gotta love how staying on the ground negates all of that fucking damage.
I don't know why I tried to do extra there. You know I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
You're ridiculous.
Am I really though? I mean, I've had it happen before. You know what? I suck at sidestepping in this game. I gotta sidestep for real.
Same. Honestly, bro, don't even go back. It's definitely like one of my weaker traits. Like you should see my fucking movement in SoCal. My movement in SoCal was like actually better.
Actually, do better.
Like it's so bad, bro. Cause like we're used to Tekken where it's like
Yeah.
you can kind of sidestep, but it's like kind of like hard to do.
Yeah.
Even though Tekken is like a game, like you're really,
Yeah.
like for the most part, moves are like
Welcome to the King of
Like,
Iron Fist Tournament
and it's
7.
like if you're not used to that shit, bro, and you try to go in there and you just stand still, bro,
That's it. Yep.
it's over for you. Like motherfuckers is just hitting you with verticals all day, and you like, my God.
Get ready for
Why? Why am I getting hit?
Cause like it's not even like SoCal like for real. I mean, it's not like Tekken like where you can just like block for days as long as you know like what to block. Like you block enough times in SoCal, you get your guard broke, it's over for you. Like you might as well just sit there and just take it to the chin. Just uppercut every day.
Right. I feel it. You might as well. You better learn how to move. Better learn how to move quick.
But I think like in terms of like toxicity and just like dealing with like
I'm getting nervous.
people just don't
Round 1.
fucking get it.
Fight.
It's honestly like super easy to like deal with like toxic players, right?
Yeah. Right. It is.
Or like no one like really like thinks about it because in the moment, right? Like you're just like kind of like, oh man, like this person is getting like yada yada thing to me. And, like,
Yeah.
Like that's like all you can like really think about.
Right. Exactly.
And like it's honestly like how like most of them get away with it is like they're just like, oh, I know like this person is going to like react this kind of way, and then it's over for them. Like once they know that they can get away with it that first time,
Yeah.
Round
boy,
2.
oh boy, it's that ass. They coming for you left, right, center, every time.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
it's the same, and then honestly, like it's the same as like dealing with shit in fighting games. Once like a player knows they can get away with like some shit.
Oh yeah, they're doing it.
Game, oh, they doing it to you all day.
Yeah, and I mean as they should. I mean it's. I mean if it works, they could do it. Like my thing is like when it comes down to it, like a lot of people don't want to. Like I said, they don't want to take that responsibility and say, oh well, maybe I shouldn't be doing. Maybe I shouldn't do this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to chill out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that a lot of people just don't get. And it's like, oh well, I just hate how people are trying to like make everything fit them. And it's like, no, bro, like not everybody's gonna play the way you want to. Like you're playing online, okay? Unless the game developers themselves take it out the game, then guess what? It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, no, it's 100% the case, And I mean, like, people like get mad about like there was like a lot of like people like legitimately like upset about like the most random shit, right?
Yep.
It was like I think it was like back during Leroy's release. So like I don't know if like you would like if you follow like the pro scene like that. Like when Leroy like released, like they were like there was people like legitimately like I'm checking yada yada, and it's like you're mad at people for like, and they like people were mad at like actual like purists like dropping like their names and shit because like obviously like no one's gonna play their name when this character is like the most like broken shit in the game,
right? And
like that makes sense. Like I'm not gonna like if the most fucking busted shit in the game is Leroy and like play fucking Josie and Miguel or whoever the fuck, I'm gonna play Leroy because if Leroy is that nigga, then it's an easy fucking choice, like
right.
Like, but people just don't get that. They don't get that at all, and it's so stupid. It always pissed me off about like not just like fighting games, but like honestly,
competitive games. Period. Honestly,
like, it's like right. Like it's the same in League. Like there'll be like times where like certain champs will be like the most broken shit in the game. Oh, hold on. I got like some crazy frame drop. That's why I'm like moving back and forth.
Yeah, same.
I'm like, what's going on here?
Same. I'm like, what is this lag, man?
Oh,
conversation's good though. You good?
Yeah, nah, but like there will be like times. Yeah, I think I'm good now. How about you?
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, like there will be times where like fucking certain champions in League of Legends will be like busted for like a period of time, and it's like that makes sense. Like League of Legends is a game that gets patched like every so often.
Yeah.
And like some champions are just gonna be inherently like busted for a period of time.
Right.
And like that's normal. Like no one can get mad about that. But like you'll legitimately have people that are like, and it's usually casual. Like the pro players will never be like, oh man, yada yada. Like,
or the pro players that do say that. The pro players that do say that. I think the pro players that do say that, they'll say it. Like a lot of people, I think a lot of people don't understand competitive viability either. Like they don't understand like that when it's different when a pro player says something, says a character is busted, versus when a casual says this character is busted, right? And a lot of people are they're listening to, oh well, if this pro player says it's busted, then they're busted. Well, you got to look at the context because.
Right.
Like for example, with like when we're talking League, for example, League, pro players they see the game differently than casuals do, and it's the same thing with even with fighting games. So like you may not notice the difference of some of a move having let's say being that used to be plus 15 on block or plus minus 15 on block. Now it's minus 13. You may not know the difference, but a pro player would, or somebody that's been playing the game long enough would. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that a lot of people.
It's like when they drop for teams 4-1 like fucking 12 frames.
Yeah.
And like people did not like understand like why that was so fucking busted, and it's like you gotta understand that like no one has a jab that's like that fucking quick in the frame. Like his shit was like literally so fast that like he could like fucking throw it out with and still have time to block. It was like, bro, like it was so incredibly safe.
Yep. You hit a button. That was your fault. You hit the button.
No, it is my fault. Round two.
There's a reason why my rage usage is so high. I learned how to use that. I've had people mad at me because of that shit. I was like, bro,
I'm not gonna be mad about it. Like when I first started playing Tekken, like that's like I used to abuse the shit out of that shit. So I can't ever be mad at anybody for using fucking rages against me because I'm a 100% rage abuser if I get a chance to. But I'm also just trying to like learn different characters, so I try to not depend on it because like if I can't beat you in a normal round without it, then obviously I wasn't gonna beat you with it anyway.
Right, well, that's an interesting mindset to have. I agree. I can agree with that. But yeah, no, but like I think honestly, a lot of people need to realize context. So when people are saying things like that and dealing with certain things, there's some people that aren't that aren't pro players that are not trying to be pro players, but then, like I said, people that are just jealous of these pro players. So what they do is a lot of them they'll just do stupid shit because they know that it's it'll get people upset or people that'll, especially when it comes to team-based games, like dealing with toxicity in team-based games. For example, people that will literally nice. People that will just literally throw games because they don't care. And I, like I said, to those people that do that, I have a problem with. I'm not gonna lie to you, because it's like if you're playing ranked, like what's the point of you playing ranked if you don't like the game like that, or if you don't if you're not interested in the game.
I mean, I 100% agree with that. Like, I mean, so once again, it depends on context though, because it's like in terms of like rank, right?
Yeah.
I do feel like everyone should try it, but like at certain tiers, like
Yeah.
Fight.
honestly, I feel no sympathy for like the players. It's like, of course, like everyone should be playing to get better, right?
Right.
But like at certain tiers, it's like getting mad that like someone didn't play is like the most goofy shit ever. Like when you're below like a certain level in terms of a competitive game,
Yeah.
unless you're like going like your intentions, which a lot of players is,
Yeah.
you would not be in that tier unless you were like legitimately just like throwing games. Like this is like why I don't get mad. Like whenever I lose in like low elo, like I realize that like I'm not gonna go pro. So like I don't get like fucking super salty. Like I might like be mad if we lost a game over like some bad play, right?
Yeah.
We lost legitimately just because like fucking yada yada or like someone was just like inting. I'd just be like, oh, alright.
Yeah.
Like my chances of going pro are fast. Like realistically, like most people are not gonna go pro unless they were like. And like somebody did like actually a study on this. It's like if you were gonna go pro, just do it within like the first 3 years of playing the game. If you're not good enough to go like get to that level in the first 3 years, your chances of getting to that level after like 3 years is so significantly low that like raging at the game is just like unnecessary.
Round one.
Because like at that point you're what it would be considered a casual player. You may like be in a higher tier, right? Like that's not a you know like you couldn't like say like you couldn't hit like diamond, right?
Yeah.
Like you could probably hit it. But like if you're not going pro, sure.
Yeah.
And like that, I would say that about like 90% of players. It's not even like fucking insult or like something like look down upon it. It's just like in addition to the fact that like you're not targeting 1% of players so in a video game. Yeah, like a lot of players don't understand that. Like everyone has that trick of like fucking low margin or favor or whatever the fuck. Yeah. And it's like no one has the fucking aspiration, like understanding. Oh shit!
Round two.
Like that's probably like the bigger problem, like competitive games than like anything else. Like the attitude is there because people believe that they can make it.
Yeah.
But like if you have that realistic like understanding of like where you sit in terms of like not only your skill level but like your ability as a player, you don't have that level of toxicity. You're just there to play the game. Like yeah, you can enjoy the competitive aspect of it. Yeah. But like you're not gonna be like fucking screaming at your fucking monitor and like throwing like putting fucking holes in the wall. Yeah. Like anybody who's like realistic about like where they all stand in the game doesn't do that.
Yeah. That's understandable. I mean, my only thing when it comes down to the only thing I'll disagree with as far as the study's concerned, like I do believe that anybody can, like this is one of the reasons why I like esports over regular sports, is because anybody can become pro like at any time, you know what I'm saying? And
so don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you can't go pro.
Yeah.
Like your chances of doing it are so, because like after a certain point, like especially in video games, like a lot of people don't notice it, but like just like any other fucking like hobby or habit or just like skill, playing video games builds habits. So if you don't like build good habits when you start, you're not gonna build the habits necessary to go pro. Which is like the habits to go pro are completely different from just being like a casual level player.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
like legitimately, like the shit that they do is like on a different level
Yeah.
from like what me and you would do, right?
Fight.
Like
Yeah.
me and you, like we would probably like do like a few sets, maybe we'll play like a few games, practice like a little bit of the mechanics. No, like what they do, they'll hop on and like they won't even actually like touch like the ladder for like 2 games. They'll just sit there and like practice like macro or practice micro or like practice like a specific combo string for like legit hours, and then they'll go on.
Well, and then it depends. Like I said, well, like I said, that's depending on the character, yeah, or depending on the person, yeah. I mean, you have a point, yeah.
Like that's like the typical thing that like people who are going pro will do. Like most people, like unless like there's like of course there's like certain like fucking side cases like people like KDJ and PC Chris and Smash. Like
Hmm.
they're legitimately like the most chill fucking pro players you'll find
Yeah,
in the world. Like they just kind of just sat there and was just like, I'm gonna just chill on the couch and play, or I'm gonna just money match people randomly and play. And like they kind of like had fun doing that. Right? But like most people like just sit there and they'll grind out the game. And like that's kind of like why pro players like have like the sweaty stereotype to them. It kind of sucks, right?
mm.
You know, like most
Yeah,
niggas don't like take baths, but like that's like any sport. Like any sport, you have to dedicate your time and energy to like actually improving yourself. And most people don't have that level of dedication. And
yeah,
they don't. Unless they don't have that level of dedication, you just think, oh, it's just a video game. I could just play whatever. And then they get frustrated, and then they get salty, and then they get toxic.
yeah. So
And
yeah,
it's
because
like,
they got, so basically they got the two mentalities mixed up. Then, and I think that's part of what goes. That's more of a also a societal problem too. But
Round
oh,
one.
uh,
it's definitely like it's something that you see more in Western, like not necessarily in Western society. It's more like an American thing. Like in terms of like global esports, like
yeah,
America is like so far behind in global esports in terms of mentality and like how we actually prepare for games. Like it's the reason why like in like any sort of fucking global esport that we like that Americans are into, like you'll rarely see Americans talking about.
yeah,
It's not to say that we don't have skill
Round
necessary
two.
to like actually be
Fight.
there, right?
right,
Like we definitely have players that could like be the top, but like they don't have the drive or like the necessary fucking habits necessary to like get there. And it's a societal thing. It's just how we are in society. Like we're told from early age, oh you're special, oh you whatever you do. It's
yeah,
like, but no one ever tells them, hey, you're gonna have to do some work with it.
yeah. That's true.
KO.
You ugly bum.
Round three.
I had to do it to you. You doing too much. You were spinning and shit. I was like, I don't know what the fuck this shit is.
Don't make me go back to Jags.
Look, we both over here.
You said we both over here. What you kind of phased out a bit.
We were both out here playing random ass characters. Don't do that to me.
I mean, I can go sweaty if you want. I'm just saying,
I
I can treat this. I could treat this
look,
like treat this like a rank match if you want. I mean,
look, I'm not stopping.
nice.
Thank you. That was actually like pretty.
Fight.
I wasn't expecting it to do that, but I was like, hey, it worked out. Oh, not you, not you spamming the orbital.
Orbital heal, man. Ugh. Hop kicks. I hate hop kicks. I swear, I hate playing against people that have hop kicks. That gets be getting me hot every time, bro.
Oh, that's how you do that shit. That's crazy.
Nice.
I wonder if I can do that shit.
Oh, I forgot about that move. Why you flip? Why Flippy do this?
I'm trying to do it. Oh, you might. Oh.
I messed up. That was my mess up. Oops.
You lose.
But no,
I was trying to play Lydia, but like I realized I don't own Lydia on Steam, so I'm upset.
eh. He's alright. I haven't played her. I haven't played her like that. I don't actually. I don't have her either, to be honest.
She's pretty cool, honestly. Like she's not like she's like super interesting because you know most characters don't really depend on stances like that. She's
Yeah.
Tournament 7.
like she is like super heavily dependent on stances.
All right, time to get sweaty.
Oh no.
Jack 7.
You know what? Let's see how I do. I might get sling. What are you doing? How slow are you meeting?
I'm getting. Well, I couldn't. I'm not getting too sweaty because I didn't have enough time to pick what I would normally pick, but it's getting there.
Okay.
Oh, Miguel. Oh. Oh. Miguel. Aggressiveness. Look at that aggressiveness.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't like being an aggressive player, but I've been kind of conditioned to not
Fight.
be that aggressive.
Oh, that's how you feel? That's what we're doing?
Oh, the leg sweep.
1.
Doink.
1.
This. Doink.
1.
I keep forgetting that I have T-Rex arms.
I don't.
Ooh. I know you don't.
KO.
That's alright. Caught me in recovery.
Round 2. Fight.
That low punch has like such.
Bro, I'm not. Why are you not ducking? That's what I'm like. Why are you?
Real men don't duck.
KO.
Okay. All right.
Round 3.
Real men don't duck. Okay.
Real men don't duck. But there's low carrying.
Okay. I whiffed that.
Rude. Ah! My leg.
Safe.
Ah! Shit, I forgot that you do that fucking
Round
dive.
4.
Safe.
Holy fuck.
You thought you was safe out there, huh?
I did.
Oh, I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, I deserve that. If I get no perfect though,
No perfect. It's alright.
I deserve that anyway because I fucked that up.
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, good. Honestly, I don't have my shit set up right, so I can't even do you dirty like I want to.
Oh,
Oh no!
oh, you better finish it. Hurry up. There you go.
Stomp him out.
All right.
Stomp him in the nuts.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right. See now you have done it, sir. You have done it, sir.
Look, you said that we had to be sweaty, so I had to at least show you my main one.
Nah, I'm about to. That's it. That's it.
Oh,
Is it?
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist
No,
Tournament 7.
Oh, got you. I got you.
7.
He hurt now. Wait, I was playing. It's a prank. It's a prank.
It's a joke, man.
Ready for the next battle.
Wait, man, hold up, man. I joke, I kid.
Outfits. Keep pulling out. I need you to calm down.
I'm alright, I'm straight.
Oh man.
What happened to Stompy? You ain't gonna get the Stompy, dude? No Stompy?
Nah.
I call him Samurai Jack.
Round 1.
Oh shit.
Fight.
Oh.
Yeah, them gloves kinda ugly though, too, though.
Yeah.
That's how we doing? You just mashing the button? 1 and 2, huh? That's what we doing?
I mean, it's speed. What do you want from me?
Nope. No ducky. Weave.
We.
Shout out to Will. I forgot that was a low.
I didn't know it was a low, so.
Ooh,
Round 2.
stomp him in the leg.
Oh no! Good shit, good shit, good shit. Ooh, ooh, ooh!
There go your
Oh,
life.
my body.
I thought you were going low on that. My bad. Nope.
1.
My body.
KO.
Got to weave. Can't weave a mid though.
3. Fight. 1.
I'm gonna hit that raw one day. Pause. I just realized what I said. Wait, wait a minute. I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit it. Pause. I just
You need to stop doing that.
uh.
I like that side step.
Bink.
Oh.
You about to get hit with the bink. Jack says ring bell for service.
Does this shit, bro? He makes this shit look crazy, bro. I don't know how he can speed like this. This character feels so weird to play.
I deserve that. I rolled into it.
You really did. I was like, what is he doing? I'm gonna just tap him in the
Nope.
head,
Nope, that's a read. I knew you was gonna do that.
like,
That was
body.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
there ain't much else I can do. I got weave and I got
1.
fucking 1 and 2. Like you ain't much to read, my guy.
Got him.
Oh,
I got him. You couldn't weave out of that one, huh?
nah,
I thought you was gonna pick McGill. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought you was gonna pick McGill. I was because I was gonna get you back for the stomp of the nuts part. I was gonna get you back for it.
cycling through, honestly, bro. I'm having fun just chilling, talking with the homies. Just getting niggas.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I was just, being semi-salty. I mean, not semi-salty, semi-sweaty. Sweaty. Excuse me, wrong term.
Sweaty, not you being sweaty.
Semi-sweaty. I gotta get that pro play up, man.
Bro, I feel it. I feel it. Oh
Jack
man,
7.
nah. I'm honestly about to start
Get ready for
trying
the
to
next
host
battle.
my own events.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, get some locals going in my area because like the fucking Tekken scene in North Carolina is looking so lackluster, bro. It's so sad.
Waiting for that new game to come out. Street Fighter 6 is on the way,
Yeah, I mean, it was just like the fighting game community out here is like it's so weird. Like we have a pretty active retro community, but like our actual like fighting community is so whack.
Right.
Round 1.
It's so whack.
I believe it.
Oh,
Shovel Knight.
why is it showing me numbers?
That's me.
Oh,
That's my hit
is
effect.
Is that one of your? Okay.
It's the hit effect.
God.
I don't know if it's the actual numbers or what, but that's how you feel. That's how you feel.
Yes.
I fucked that up anyway.
Round 2.
I was gonna.
Fight.
I was gonna say I was gonna play a game of League after
Oh, I
this.
didn't know that shit was a fucking okay.
Guess what?
Honestly,
Dance
there's
time.
like so many characters.
KO. Round
Had to dance
I
on you a
feel
little bit.
low-parried.
Fight.
It's so weird. I can low play on the but I cannot low play on any other character.
That's weird. I thought you would have been. I ducked at that last hit.
It's just because I put so much time into Miguel that like I'm used to like half of like most of his animations.
No, that's fair.
Oh no!
I
I was
fucked that up.
about to kill it to me. I was about to be so upset. Oh, good shit. I can't even be mad at that,
Round 4. Fight.
You almost had me there.
bro. Yeah.
No. Nope. 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 Nope.
God, you're ridiculous.
Nice. Nope.
Ooh!
Oh, I was about to.
I was like, what is that animation? And why does it look so familiar?
He said, "Where's that animation? Why does it look so?"
Oh, you call me hitting buttons.
That's why I'm A+. Ow. Alright, we'll do one more. I was gonna say after this, we'll probably hop off and play. I was gonna hop off and stream and do League if you want it.
I don't got time for League just because fucking I gotta pick up meet from work in like 30 minutes.
Tell him you be late. Not playing. Try to be pro. I'm messing with you. Don't do that. Don't do that to kids. If you have a job, you don't want to be late. Well, I'm doing my content because I'm trying to get my shit back.
What you fucking oh no, you partner?
Yep. Well, not partner. I'm actually I'm monetized on YouTube now. That's why I got my monetization back. So I'm happy about that.
Okay. I see you out here doing big things.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my shit back, bro. Like I ain't got time for the other stuff, man. Ooh. All this extra.
Is it paying you good at least? Cause I know like monetization is kind of
it's weird. Like it's about how you set it up. So we'll have to talk like off.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, it's really just a matter of like getting yourself together, setting things up, and building your community to where it can pay off for you. Get what I'm saying? So, especially like if you're talking about doing stuff like like you say you talking about doing events and stuff, like you want to make it to where it it pays off for you. All right, this is gonna be the last one. Bring sweats.
I don't know about bringing the sweat. I'm gonna just have fun. I'm playing an angry Mexican. I mean, an angry Spaniard, not even an angry Mexican. I was about to say his whole race.
Sorry, you should get it canceled.
Oh my god, not canceled. Speaking of like canceled, so like I know you don't mind talking about like controversial subjects. But how do you feel about this Roe v. Wade stuff?
Although that's not the scope of today's video, I will say this. I'm gonna make a general statement. I said this before, that a lot of people are not paying attention to what that does. A lot of people are upset because they either A, they don't pay attention, and B, they don't care, and or B, I ducked for no reason there. You're doing this on purpose. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
No,
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. I'm giving you a hard time. But no,
not that. Oh my god.
See, I'm not gonna be sweaty. Look at him, guys. Look, he's being sweaty.
Am I being sweaty because I'm dropping combos? Look at you. Y'all here hitting 10 pieces on me. Talking about I'm the one being sweaty. Alright, so. Oh no! You almost got me.
I thought I did. I ain't gonna lie.
Drop heavy. Tekken was like, not today, Satan.
But no, I personally don't. Like I said, I understood what it did, what it does. When they overturned it, it basically is just giving power back to the states.
Okay.
Which, honestly, is not bad because the less federal control you have, the better. And a lot of people don't understand that concept. I don't know why people don't get it, but they don't. And a lot of people are like making this a big issue of, oh well, our rights are being stripped away, and it's like, no, that's not true.
Well, I mean, so like, I get where you're going with it, right? And like, I also do not like having so much federal control. Yeah. But I also like, that fucking, I keep forgetting that there's a load on there somewhere. Oh man, he's doing it to me. He's doing it to me.
Bang. Oh, you didn't let me finish the last one.
Yeah, well. These fucking frame drops are hurting me, bro. I did that fucking
literally
so long ago. Nah, but it's alright. It was good games, bro.
Good games, man.
Yeah, no, like I don't mind giving the states power back, right?
Yeah.
For me, it's that's not like the reason why they're doing it, right? Like they're just like kind of like they're trying to use that logic, which
Mm,
is like fair enough. Okay, like I'm not gonna like hold that against you.
yeah.
Um, that like you want to give states back the power and shit like that. But
Yeah.
like that's like once again, like, that's not why they're going for it. They're going for it to like sort of like people are saying like strip fucking rights from other people because like they've already mentioned like the justices have already mentioned like certain like other rulings that they're going for immediately after this one got passed.
Yeah.
And it's like for me, like you gotta understand that like after the 14th Amendment got passed,
Yeah.
like people think that like, oh, that just means that like black people are free, right? But like you gotta remember the 14th Amendment just meant that like slavery technically wasn't legal in America anymore. But
Hmm.
that didn't mean that like Jim Crow laws and like fucking lynching and all that other good shit wasn't legal.
Hmm.
So we're on like the fact that like black people are like kind of like and whatever like
Yeah.
like there's a good amount of black people that are like and whatever
Yeah.
like they don't realize that they're like 4 or 5 of these decisions away from like legitimately like the Proud Boys and the Ku Klux Klan coming into our homes and dragging us off into the night again.
You know what? I'm
And,
gonna say that's a little bit of. I hate to say it like this, and this is where I kind of stop people because like a lot of people think that's where a lot of the mentality goes. Is like, oh well, if they're stopping this, and then next they're gonna go for this, and I'm gonna disagree there because honestly, here's the thing: when it specifically on abortions, right? Abortions actually hurt the black community more because it's been happening at a higher rate in our communities. Planned Parenthood was legitimately made by a white woman who was a eugenicist who had a problem with black folks, like that legit had a problem with black folks and wanted to see us suffer. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't want to see us grow. So that's why she made Planned Parenthood, and they try to pass this ideal along that abortion is healthcare. Now, I will say this, and I've said this before, and I will say it again: if it is a medical thing, if it's, and I mean medical in the sense of either you and or the baby runs a chance of runs a risk of health complications. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough choice either way. You know what I'm saying? I'm more accepting to that. But when when you start talking about things like uh you know lack of money, like, you know what I'm saying, but like that's where my thing is. Like a lot of people are saying, trying to make it the same, well, what about medical issues, medical things of that nature? And that's where I will lean towards the understanding part, right? That's what I get, right? But
so I'm not
but statistically speaking, a lot of the when I looked at I forgot, I gotta show you what I found. I think it's in my social discussion tab. Matter of fact, you're on my matter of fact, I have to give you the role because somebody fucked that up for everybody, and I had to make that hidden behind a social tab behind the role. But we'll talk about that later. Anywho, I talked about this, and I actually put it in my social discussion where there's this research that I found where they use the state of Florida, for example, how there were like, I think I want to say about 20,000. Let me look it up. Let me go back and look at my server. So I can't be. So I can't say. I can't make a search.
so I mean like I get where you're coming from, where it's like abortion as a concept was like originally used to, it's like sort of like a way to strip, black people of legacy and like, you know,
What up, Nancy? How you doing?
sort of promote like that sort of eugenics kind of thing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, right, like we can agree that like sort of like concepts and information are transient, like they can change over time.
Yeah.
So now abortion isn't so much as used as a way to like kind of control population, but like it still should be up to one, the person that's doing it, and two, like it should be a conversation that that person has with their doctor.
Yeah,
There should not, like,
I
I
agree.
don't believe any state or any federal, like the federal government nor the state should have any sort of say in whether or not a person can have an abortion. And
I put it
while
I
I do
put it
not
like this. I put it
so
like this.
like,
Go ahead,
while
go
I
ahead. My bad, my
do
bad. Go
not
on.
want the federal government, like, you know, fucking, like, I don't want them to be like, oh yeah, you should have as many abortions as you want to, right? But I
Yeah.
also don't feel right like having any sort of government being like, you can't do it because we feel like, whatever nonsensical reason that we have to, that we feel like, you shouldn't be able to. And like that's the issue that I have with it right now, is that like they're not, like the state governments are not, making these laws, these abortion laws, based on like, oh, it's because it's harmful to certain communities, or oh, they're doing, or it's to like protect the babies or anything like that. They're literally only doing it as a means of control and to sort of like force, people to have these kids. But like in the same vein, they're forcing people to have these kids, but they're not providing them any sort of like proper help or care after the baby is born. And there's a lot of people that are forced to have these kids, right?
Mm,
And like they don't have the means to take care of them.
mm.
And that's a real problem.
That is. No, I agree. I agree.
And it's like if
I
the
agree.
person and if the person understands, right? And I'm not saying that like everyone should make this choice, but like if the person understands that, one, I'm either not old enough or I don't have the financial capability of taking care of this child, I do not want to bring them into the world, they should be able to make that choice. No
Yeah.
government should be like, no, you can't do this, because like at the end of the day, that person's still going to make that choice, and that baby's still going to die, but now the person's going to make that choice in a more deadly way.
I
And
mean,
they could
either
probably still get prosecuted for it. So they'll probably go to jail and they'll put their life at risk. And the baby still won't be born.
right, and then but at the end of the day, like that's why I say I take it a step further, and this is where people have gotten mad at me for. You understand? And this is the part where people have gotten mad at me for. The personal accountability factor, right? If and I've said, and I made this before, and I said, look, at the end of the day, there's two things that's really killing me with this, right? A lot of people, especially a lot of women, are saying my body, my choice, right? But it takes two to tango. I don't care how you slice it, how you dice it, whatever. It takes two to have a baby, period, right?
Right.
To some degree, even if it's just sperm donor, it takes two, right? You need the male sperm and you need the woman's egg, period. And that's how the baby's born, right?
Okay.
So for the women that are saying, hey, look, men don't need to have a say in this. This isn't your fight. Then why are you trying to force the same men to stand up for you on these issues? Because you literally told us, right? You told us to say, hey, look, this isn't your fight. So when we say, okay, well, fine, if this isn't my fight, then I'm not, there's some men out there, we've seen it, that will say, okay, well, if this ain't my fight, then I'm not bothering with you, period. Okay, then I'm cutting everything off. Then that means includes the financial, which that goes into another issue as well. That's like, this is like a multi-stem issue that a lot of people aren't getting, right? So that's one, the double standard of, men need to be quiet, all in spite of the fact that you need men to do this, right? And like I said, I do agree that this is their choice. That's one, right? That is, I do agree that at the end of the day, it is your choice. I also am saying if you're making it a top 3 to 5 choice, that's more telling of your character.
Well, what do you mean by top 3 to 5 choice? So
What I mean by that is if you have a pregnancy and you don't want to get pregnant and you're like, oh well, this pregnancy happens, okay,
right.
And one of your first choices to go to is abortion. To me personally, that's an eyebrow raiser. Because if you're quick to do that and instead of, because there's other things that you could do prior to this. and this is once again, this goes into what gets me in a lot of quote unquote trouble here, is because I've told women that, okay, look, for example, I told several women this: if you know you're not ready for a child, or you don't feel comfortable with a child, and you say, hey, look, I want my partner or partners to wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
They don't wrap up. You feel me? They don't wrap up. They ignore that. They ignore it. They kind of coerce you. Oh well, well, baby, come on. It's not the same without it. And then you let them coerce you into into hitting it raw, and now you got a baby on your hands.
Right.
That's how a lot of these situations happen, especially within the black community. This is what happens. A lot of people get caught up in these types of situations. They don't, if they're with somebody, they don't, even if it's a one night stand. Because me personally, you already know, I'm pro sex work. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things I always tell folks is make sure you wrap it up, protect yourself at all times, right? And if you're with somebody that does not respect your boundaries, they need to go.
Right.
Right? That's for anything, whether it's sex work, casual sex, whatever. If they don't respect your boundaries, then you need to remove them. It is better to deal with that and be without, that temporary feeling of sex than to get in a situation where you're unprotected, and then baby happens, and then now you're looking crazy with egg in your face. A lot of this stuff is preventable, and that's what I've been sitting back looking at, and a lot of, especially within our community, is a lot of this stuff is preventable.
Well, I mean, so I agree with you, but I also kind of you gotta like we said earlier, other things. There's always context to it, right?
Yeah.
So like you said, it takes two to tango, and it's at what point do we also put that onus on the man that's literally coercing someone? Like at a certain point, yes, well, the woman has a choice, but some dudes just don't know how to say how to take the word no as an answer. We both see it.
Exactly, and then at that point, that would be either
at that
sexual
point,
harassment.
a lot of women don't have the power or the support necessary to get out of those situations, not only in time, but to literally remove themselves from that situation.
I kind of disagree there, because like I said, when you're with somebody emotionally invested and you're in that moment.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about emotionally in a sort of relationship, right? I'm talking about let's say that you just met somebody, right? And
Yeah.
and you know what? I can use myself as an example. I wouldn't consider myself a sort of friendly person, but it's hard for me to not get into a conversation with people.
Right.
And so sometimes I'll put myself into situations where I really don't want to talk to this person, but I've already gotten them sort of invested into me as a person to where they're willing to exchange numbers, hang out and shit. And I'm fuck, I should have said no 14 questions ago. But now I'm sitting here talking to this person, and I'm bro, I just want to go home.
Right.
And
right.
It's some women are like that. Some women just they do not have that sort of capability of just being nah, I can't. And it's and to hear people sort of put that onus on them when they either emotionally just don't have the wherewithal to sort of push back against somebody. They physically cannot overpower the man, right? And and if they've already moved into another location where they can't call for help, they have no other fucking avenue of getting out of that situation. Now they're just stuck with someone who is emotionally pressuring them into a situation where they know it's gonna go bad for them, right? And they have no other way out. And now they're just fucking the easiest way out is just to agree and then just deal with the consequences later. And now we're telling that person you have no recourse of at least making some sort of positive change in your life after going through this traumatizing situation. You made that choice. You got to do it.
Well, then that's partially, like I said, I partially agree. Where I don't agree is that they're a lot of these women. Let's just be real. A lot of these women are not as docile as that. You know what I'm saying? There's a
Right.
lot
And
of
I'm not
women.
saying that they are, but I'm saying
What I
my
mean, what I'm saying is like,
example is going towards, right, is that like the fact of the matter is that like a lot of people are using the excuse that it's like, oh, like if it's your body, your choice, well, you made the choice. And it's like I get like the you may not feel that way about all women, right? But like that's like the argument that people are going with. Is that like, oh, if it's your body, your choice, well then like you made the choice to sleep with this person. And it's like there are certain situations where people don't have a choice. It's either you do this or something significantly worse happens to you, and it happens anyway.
right, and at that point, that's sexual misconduct at that point. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And this is where, like I said, this is where you have to. Like I said, it takes accountability on both ends. Just like how a lot of people are pushing for trying to push for men to be more accountable. Like that's why I mentioned earlier with this double standard with men. Like, oh well, we can't say anything about this Roe v. Wade thing, for example. We can't say
Right.
anything about this Roe v. Wade thing, but if we don't support, we're not getting any. We're not getting any. You know what I'm
Well, I
saying?
mean, why do we need to get any to like support people having choice over their body, right? Like, don't get
Right.
me wrong, right?
But
Like,
no,
there's
I'm
like a
just saying
lot of
there's
women
women,
that
but
will use that kind of like I get the point where like a lot of women use this as like a way of like sort of extorting favor from men, right? Like I
yes.
100% am here for men's rights and shit. But like in this scenario, this for me feels more like a sort of human rights kind of thing
Mm,
because it's so easy. It's so easy to take this sort of decision and say, well, women don't have the ability to choose for themselves on whether or not they can have an abortion, and they can easily like turn this shit into something as goofy as like. And I'm saying this is goofy because like I know that it's like such a stretch, but we've
mm-hmm.
seen it happen in the past, right? And they can easily go, all right, women don't have the choice over their bodies anymore. Now neither do black people. And it like I said, it's not hard to see that logical leap because there are no laws protecting that sort of thing. And if you leave it to states' rights, there
Mm-hmm.
are a lot of states in the union that do not care for people's rights at all.
That's why you go into that. The point that also goes into the other point that I was gonna make later was that's why you get involved with your local. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Whew, there it goes. Sorry about that. I was out. What up, BZ? How you doing? Like I said, we just wrapping it up. We just had to come across this conversation real quick. Uh, that's why you get in touch with your local authorities. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get in touch with your local authorities, and that's why you start to talking about getting involved there because everybody that's where the real change happens. A lot of people are looking at the federal and all these big names. You know what I'm saying? But you have to start with your local, like your local governments.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
no, I
saying? And that's
100.
and
So
that's
I'm always like a big advocate for local government and shit of that nature.
yeah.
Like trust and believe in terms of like politics and like where I sit. I always say that like the people that like go like, oh, the president will make shit happen are the most fucking naive in how the system works.
Right.
But there are certain things like there are just, like certain rights and like certain laws that shouldn't be left to states because just like there are certain states that are so backwards, man. Like what was it, like Alabama or Mississippi? It took them. They didn't even fucking ratify the 14th Amendment until like what? Not even 10 years ago.
I believe so.
Like I mean,
Yeah, I
like
believe I
it's
believe
like
so.
yeah,
And
like
like I said, that's
you
just
like
that's
there's
just up
certain
to
things that you just cannot leave to like states. You have to like do that on a federal level because
what.
if you don't, you just like you run into that situation where like if because like states have different levels of education and moral standards, right?
Yeah.
So like because we left education and like sort of like those sort of moral quandaries up to states. So there are certain people that don't even know that like they have that kind of power over their local governments. They're just so codified into like their way of life that like they don't even think, man, we could be living so much better if we got involved because like they just lived that way their whole life.
I'm trying to find what I cannot, for the life of me, I cannot find what I'm looking for, and it never fucking fails. Never fails.
That's funny, Abe, when you chose the weird dress. I fucks with that.
I choose the weird dress. That's funny. But yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through. We're gonna end up wrapping the stream up here. Yeah. Appreciate you coming in, Tejo. Always a pleasure. We got to get some games in. I have to. I know you're on the server now, so I have to move you around and give you some rules here. Let me. That one, so that way you have access to the social. And stay tight. Don't go nowhere yet. But yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through. Always a pleasure having y'all. And I'll be catching y'all in the next time. All right. Peace. God bless.
The Dynasty